AI has gotten so popular that there is hype about its hype. And as a busy business leader, this creates a lot of noise. It's hard for you to see the signal from the noise. So what I want to do today is talk about the spectrum of AI solutions, hoping to give you a framework for thinking about AI so that when someone mentions AI or you're thinking about AI in your business, you know how to apply it or how to view it before you start using it in your business, or decide which approach is the best approach for you to take. Now, I see it as having surface level AI and deep level AI. If you watch any of my videos, I mention this a lot. Now, each level is further broken down into two parts. So the surface level has the top level and the bottom level. Same thing with the deep level. You have the top and the bottom of the deep level. I'll explain what all these are later. Now, surface level AI is simply your AI chatbots, right? So where you have your AI chatbots. And there's quite a number of them where you interact with AI, you give it a prompt and it gives you output. In addition, your image generators, your video generators, and all those other tools that you use online are all part of the surface level AI tools. A level below that is the no-code, low-code automation tools, right? So here we'll say no-code or low-code automation tools, right? So these are a bit more sophisticated than just the surface level AI tools. They give you some kind of ability to link up or create your own workflows or get AI to fit into your own workflow. But it has its own limitation, which we'll talk about later, or things you should be aware of before you use them. Now, the other part is the deeper end of AI solutions, right? The deep level. We have the top level and the bottom level. At the top level of the deep end of AI solutions is where you have AI integration. Here you simply take existing AI models and integrate it into your own business workflows. At the very bottom of the deep level is where the AI models are created, right? So here you have model development, so AI model development, fine-tuning of AI models, so when you hear all those kinds of things, these are deep level, this is a deep level end of AI, where you're developing the models or you're fine-tuning a model. But this requires a lot of time and effort. You need skilled individuals to design the process, develop the model, test the model, and make sure it's ready, and even fine-tune it. And even when it's ready, it doesn't solve anything unless it's applied to a particular problem. So you still need to do some kind of integration. And even after the integration, you need to make sure that your models are fresh, which requires constant retraining and improvement. So when you hear AI, it would fall into one of these four parts. And an easy way to think about this is the deep end of AI is more or less about creating bricks, right? When you want to manufacture bricks, you have the cement, you have the labor, you have the machine and tools, and you mix all of that, and then you create bricks, right? That's what model development, fine-tuning, and all of that is. When you talk about AI integration, it means just taking these manufactured bricks and using them to create your own spaces. At the bottom end of the surface level, it's like having ready-made panels, right? So you have a wall, you have a door, you have a window. You just come, take these panels, and create your own spaces. At the very top of the surface level of AI tools, AI chatbots, and so on, this represents having a ready-made space. It's a built space that you come in and use, that you come in and utilize. And just by that, it means that each time you go in there, You're losing control because you don't control the space. You're losing privacy because everyone knows you're coming in and coming out. And there's no flexibility because that space is already built. It's ready to use. With the automation tools, the bottom level of the surface level AI solutions is you have panels, so you can create your own spaces. So you have some kind of flexibility, but again, you trade a bit of control and privacy. With AI integration, you have control, flexibility, and privacy because you're working with the bricks. In this case, the AI models, the existing AI models, which you don't produce. You're working with these bricks to create your own private spaces. So you can create those spaces the way you want, build them how you want, and define how it's going to be used, right? So that's where you get the control, flexibility, and privacy. And at Intellectual Apps, that's what we do. We help businesses integrate AI, understand your workflows, and help you take existing AI models and build them into your workflows so that you have control, flexibility, and privacy. Here, again, it's you're building everything from scratch. It's a lot of effort, and you have full control. You decide how to create the bricks, whether you want hard bricks, soft bricks, or flexible bricks, whatever color of brick you want. You can decide because you have full control and you build everything from scratch. For AI, it means you need lots of data, you need highly talented people, you need a well-defined process that just keeps on running over and over again, right? Machine learning and all of that. So I hope this gives you, it paints a picture of how to think about AI, especially from a business perspective. Deep end, surface level. You have AI chatbots, automation tools, all part of the surface level, and then at the deep end, AI integration and model development. We like to work with mid-sized businesses that are looking for control, flexibility, and privacy. There's nothing wrong with low-code automation or using AI chatbots. It all depends on what your priorities are or what you are concerned about. At the very bottom, you have more control, but it's going to cost you more to build. These are cheaper and easier to get into, but then you trade that convenience for lack of privacy, lack of control, and flexibility. So I feel that AI integration is the best solution to go for in terms of AI if you're concerned about privacy and control and flexibility. But this does require working with an experienced team as well, but it's not as expensive as building an AI model from scratch. So I hope you found this useful. Please share so others would be able to see this. Thank you.